Hello friends, welcome back to this tutorial series of Jetpack Compose, and in this tutorial we are going to learn about navigation in Jetpack Compose. That is, we will be seeing how to navigate from one composable to another, and we will be also seeing how to send arguments from one composable to another. And we will be using the new navigation compose library, which makes a task of this composable navigation so much easy, and with the types of arguments. So let's jump into Android Studio and see. So here I am in an Android Studio project which doesn't have any special code as of now. Here we are in the main activity. We are inside the set content, and inside this our tutorial, our Jetpack Compose tutorial series theme. What we are going to build? We are going to build a simple two-screen application where one screen will have a simple button which will have an on-click action, and on clicking on that, it will navigate to another composable, that is another screen, and with along with some arguments. It will take some arguments and will pass it to further screen, and on the further screen we will be showing that two arguments. So let's see how to implement that. So before moving forward, we need to add a required dependency. So I'll just go to my build.gradle, and here there are two I have already added. There are two dependencies. All the dependencies I will mentioning here you will find that in the description box, or you can directly take the checkout of my project from the Git repo. So these two dependencies, implementation for the navigation compose, and second one is a serialization, because we will be using a serialization here. And after adding it here, then just go to libs.version.toml file. This is the new approach that Android Studio is following. Here at the top, at the top you need to use these two versions. You can upgrade your versions, no problem, but these two are newly added: compose navigation and serialization. For the library section, these two are here: navigation compose and kotlin serialization JSON. And in the plugins as well, we have added these two: kotlin compose and kotlin serialization. All these things you will find in the description. And again, I'll come to build.gradle file. Here at the top, I'll add these two alias here under the plugins: kotlin compose and kotlin serialization. And after adding all of those, I just click on sync on this project, and your project will be ready to implement the navigation in Jetpack Compose. Here I want to build a two screens. So for that, I'll first create one object here, screen A. I just need to set some type of prototype for the screen. So screen A won't be taking any arguments. So that's why I am just declaring it as a screen A, because we need to pass this as a Kotlin object in the upcoming code. And we just need to annotate here with the annotation serializable, because under the hood it will be still a lot of string related data will be handled under the hood, but now it won't be a task for us, because the earlier ways of navigation was a so much headache, and now it's made a very so much easy. For the another class, I'll be creating a data class here, because we will be needing some type of arguments to pass in the constructor of that composable. So in the data class, let me give some name: data class screen B. And here I'll be passing two arguments. Let's say first one is a name, that will be of string, and second one is a, let's say, age. It will be of type integer. Okay, and I'll annotate this as well with the serializable. Make sure. Okay, serializable. Okay. Now screen 1 won't be having any argument, but screen 2 will be passing these arguments from screen 1 to screen B. And here we'll be requiring for a navigation controller for that. So we'll just write val nav controller equal to remember nav controller, because this inside this we are in a composable function. We need to that's why we have already seen that in the composable function, if we are maintaining some type of state, then we need to use a remember keyword. So we have this already as a remember nav controller. It gives us a, let's hover on this, it gives us a nav host controller, which is required to navigate from one screen to another. Now I'll need a nav host here. So nav host will basically contains all the composables which we want to navigate from one composable to another. It will take two arguments. First one is a nav controller, and we will be passing the above created nav controller here. Second one is a start destination, and in this start destination, which screen will be shown at the first. So that screen I need to pass. So here I have screen A, so I'll be sending the screen A, and inside this lambda we can define any number of composables that we want to apply on this navigation. So at first these are just prototypes of the screens, but we need to actually create those screens. So I have created a separate file here, navigation named navigation practice, and I'll be declaring both of the screens here itself. We can create a different two files as well, that doesn't matter. So how we can create a composable function with a comp composable this screen A preview, let's say, or screen A demo. Okay, screen A demo, and here I'll be typing one column. That column will have modifier equal to modifier dot fill max size, and I'll make a horizontal alignment dot center horizontally, vertical as well, vertical alignment equal to arrangement dot center. Okay, now all the composable will be aligned at the center place. Here I'll be just taking one button. There is the on click event for that, and here I'll just write a display text on it. Go to screen B. Okay, now this button we have, what we want to click on this button and want to navigate to another composable. So how, what we need for that, and also we need to pass the argument. So how we can do that? Here we don't need modifier in this arguments, rather we need this instance of nav controller for to navigate. So how we can pass that? From here, let's move to again, let's say we are getting that nav controller and nav host controller instance here, and here we'll be using that nav host controller dot navigate, and here inside the navigate I just need to capture actually this screen B, because I want to navigate to screen B. And now this screen B is giving error because we have to pass the arguments, pass the values for name and age. That's why it is giving an error. So we can directly pass it name equal to, let's say, Ashish, and age equal to 27. Okay, and yes, we are done. This code will navigate us from one composable to another, name as the screen P. So now let's design screen B as well. But before that, we need this nav host controller parameter here. How we will be able to get that parameter? Let's go to again main activity, and here we'll just initialize that composable. What is its name? Its name is screen A demo. So I'll just write screen. Okay, I can directly write. I need to write like this composable. Here I need to give it like a screen A, and here I can initialize that screen A demo, and here we can pass this nav host controller which is defined above. Okay, in the same way we will be declaring the screen B, but before that let's create that screen B. Here we'll again create one composable function with the name as screen B, what we said, demo. Okay, screen B demo, and again we'll be taking the same layout, same column. So I'll just copy this from here, and we don't need button here. We just want a text here to display the arguments which we have passed from first composable. So that is that is name and age. So how we can get that? So in this composable as a parameter, we need arguments args colon and arguments. Which type of arguments we want? That type of screen b, because we have already defined a screen b here. So we also need it parameters from the screen b here, and we can just write dollar args arguments dot name, that will be Ashish, and dot args dot age and years old. Okay, and that's it. That's the only thing we need to do for the different composables. Now let's go to main activity and declare another composable that is for the screen b. Okay, and here we need a code, layout code for screen b. So just initialize that screen b demo, and it now needs an arguments of screen b. So how we can get those arguments? Like this: val args arguments equal to, we can refer as a nav backstack, and we can get that it from here. If you can see, it stands for nav backstack entry. From the backstack entry, we are getting that arguments. It dot to route. Now to route is accepting a kotlin class, k class, and we are going to pass the class screen b. And yes, we only need this args. If you hover on this one, it is again screen b, and we are passing the screen b here. So let's again go to screen b, and here we'll be retrieving that all arguments with a type safe manner. So that's it. We need to do only these things, and rest will be handled by the Compose framework. Let's run our application and check how this thing works. So yes, now my app is running, and here is the button. First composable has been opened. Go to screen b. If I just click on this one, then yes, we are able to navigate along with all the parameters, both of the two parameters we have passed here in a type safe way. So isn't it wonderful? And if we just click on this back, then automatically it will work. By default, this will give just a fade effect, but we can change the transition as well. If we can just click on this back, yeah, we come to screen b. Now what if we don't have any value passed in this name or integer as a parameter? So for that, we need to make it a nullable. Let's check here in the main activity. In this serializable, I'll just make it as a nullable string and won't be passing any parameter here. Rather, I'll just pass a null. Okay, I'll just pass a null. Let's see if it runs fine or crashes. I'm starting the app again. Yes, and if I click on this one, yes, it is showing a null, but it didn't crash. So this is a very type safe way to pass arguments from one composable to another. Of course, we need to be careful for such instances, but it doesn't crash the application and it works very smoothly. So this is how we can use navigation in our Jetpack Compose. This is the fastest and quickest way to navigate from one composable to another. I hope now you have clear understanding about this one. If you still have some doubts, you can put your questions in the comments box below. I will try my best to answer those. If you are struggling with some query, then you also have an option to join Ashish Mobile Dev's WhatsApp group. The link is in the description and the first pinned comment, so that we can get into contact with each other, and you can get a help from other peers like you and can directly reach out to me as well. If you like this video, then please click on like, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you will be stay updated whenever a new video is published. We'll meet in the next tutorial with some another interesting topic. Till then, goodbye.